Okay, so along with, I love what you said about offering people options. And not only do you offer people options, but I think what you do that's also unique and very important is you offer them education. You explaining what these things are. You have seminars, you have also a newsletter. Tell us a little bit about the educational opportunity so people can check it out. Maybe they don't know what they need. They're new to this. It's kind of overwhelming.
One of the components, again, to a wellness center, I believe, is education.
Yes.
So we have an arm called the Chagrin Valley Wellness Institute.
Okay.
And Ashley Pennington is actually the director of that institute. With that, what we try to do is keep people informed of their options. The workshops that we do provide, I provide some of them. We've had dentists come in and talk about TMJD problems. Dentistry right now is really big on trying to help with sleep apnea.
Oh, very interesting.
Which is a lot better cost-effective way of doing it than a lot of the ways that we traditionally do it. I've brought in physical therapists, I've brought in trainers to kind of give people an idea that maybe what we've learned in the past isn't gospel. That, a lot of times people, have ideas, and the people that I've brought in follow a wellness pattern. It's not, we had one gentleman come in who used to be a physical therapist at the University Hospitals in their orthopedic department, realized that under a lot of the traditional physical therapy modalities, he couldn't help people. So he went out and not created his own format, but he's developed a format of exercise. And one of the questions was, will this help me lose weight? And when he looked at him, he says, exercise doesn't lose weight.
What?
What?
How dare he?
Yeah, he says it helps the body build muscle, which then burns more calories, which will then allow the body to process.
I think that's great to break that down, to explain that to people.
But people just think that if I walk, I'm going to lose weight. It's not really that simple. It's a lot more complicated.
Right.
So these are the kind of educational components that I bring in.
Very interesting.
I also educate. I have continuing education workshops. I'm a certified provider for continuing education for massage therapy. So we bring other massage therapists in and show them techniques on how to treat different ailments, plantar fasciitis,
that's fantastic
TMJD,
for them.
carpal tunnel. A lot of times we're able to prevent carpal tunnel surgeries.
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of a painful surgery that doesn't have a great statistical, it doesn't work very statistically.
And we did one on lower back, and we talked a lot about stenosis. And, people have this operation for stenosis, but one thing that they're not told is oftentimes in 5 years it comes back.
Wow. No, I'm sure they're not told.
What we do is we clean out the pipes. We don't get rid of the problem. So these are the kind of educational aspects. And what we're trying to do now is go beyond that. We're actually in the process of opening up a complementary alternative medicine school.
Which was my next question. What's your vision? Now you're answering it.
Yeah, the vision is that what we're going to do with the school is it's going to be an entry-level massage therapy school.
Okay.
But we're going to expand it. Muscle release therapy, of course, will be one of the core courses. I want to bring in people so that if they want to come and learn about acupuncture, not to actually be a practitioner, but just to learn about it, they can do that. But also if they want to become a practitioner. We're going to have Reiki taught there. In fact, everybody that goes through the school will have to take an entry-level Reiki course.
Really?
I really feel that, here again, Reiki is another way of getting in touch with our inner self. So if we want to be a healer to others, we need to know who we are inside.
I love that. Yeah.
We want to bring that in. I want to bring homeopathic medicine into it. So it's going to be a more global complementary alternative medicine.
It's a big, big vision.
But it's
and I love it.
It's something that I believe is needed. And, people look at Northern Ohio because we have Metro, we have Cleveland Clinic, we have University Hospitals as being this big medical community. And we sometimes forget that there's another component missing.
We have a huge alternative medicine pulse, and we've gotten fantastic practitioners in this area.
And
we really do.
There's just no way of people knowing that.
Right. Well, we don't have the it's not driven by the system. That's why you guys have to kind of market differently, and even your business model is very different. Yeah, it's a great vision, and you were off to a great start. I mean, right?
Right.
There's not that many, not that many missing pieces. I'd say in the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to be huge.
Well, that's our hope. I mean, it is a legacy, not so much for me personally, but for the wellness industry. And it's a legacy that I would like to see my family. My son's a part of the business now, so it's nice to be able to work with my wife and have my son there,
Yeah.
as part of this growing legacy.
And I always think for my kids, I want my kids to not fight as I did to get good wellness. I had to search and research and find the right practitioners for them to get them the level of wellness that I wanted for them. And I think, wouldn't it be great when they're older, when they have kids, it's a little more accessible and acceptable, and maybe even a little bit more affordable.
Well, I believe as we become more into this, and of course we all understand what's going on with the insurance industry
Sure.
right now, is that
All too well.
that even what we thought was affordable won't be affordable soon.
I agree with you.
And that alternative medicine will be the most affordable way to go. Even if it's out of pocket, it will still be the most cost-effective manner.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Because if you do wellness and you get it started at a young age, then a lot of the problems that would creep in later in life
They don't.
won't exist.
They don't. I know. I will feel so vindicated one day. You know, when I've been watching my kids and they've had good homeopathy from the beginning and good food, and I taught them very early about their bodies and energy, because I said, when you grow up, sickness is going to cost you so much money. You want to make sure that you're really well. And I used to tell them that when they were babies. And it would just be nice if everyone, that was more part of the culture, and we had a little paradigm shifting. I think you're leading the way in paradigm shifting, actually.
Thank you.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's been an exciting trip.
And I'm sure difficult. It's never easy to be the first.
It's
Yeah.
never easy. There's been a
Someone
lot-
has to do it.
And a lot of people say, well, why don't you tell more people about this? More people need to know about this.
Yes, please answer that, because I get that a lot too.
It's a lot of people don't want to know about it.
That's right. That's what I say.
And it's not so much that I would love the world to know about us.
Right.
And it's programs like what you're doing. I think this is wonderful for the community. Is that you're exposing people to
Right.
other ways.
And accept it, don't accept it.
And
Right.
you can either like it or not like
Right,
it and
that's
move
fine.
on.
That's fine.
This is still a democracy.
It is, and we have rights to our opinions and our views and what we think is really cool to show people. That is what's great about this country.
Yes.
Well, I wish you continued success. I think your center is just amazing. You're doing a fantastic job, and I'm so glad that it is part of our community here in Northeast Ohio. Thank you so much for being on Good Medicine.
Thank you for having me, Mary. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.